Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And in this video, I let you guys choose the makeup on my face. You voted on Instagram. I tried it out today. And if you want to know the stuff that was really good and the stuff that really was not very good, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so before we get into what you guys chose for me to try out today, let's talk about my nails for a second. I tried out this nail polish kit that came in the last Target Beauty box. And it's like supposed to be this like 7-day wear, no base coat needed. You put this on and then this. First of all, it took 4 coats of this to get it like that. It was so sheer and streaky. So 4 coats of this. Then I put this on top. And you know, like, can you see how messed up this nail is? Like, it didn't dry very fast and it was just like, I'd much rather use nail polish that requires 1 coat and then a quick dry top coat. That's how I feel about that. But so basically in this video, I gave you guys choices on Instagram of what you wanted to see me test in this video. You guys voted. Some of these won by a landslide. Some of these were very close. So, okay, let's start with primer. So we had 2 options. The first was the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer versus the Tarte Quench Primer, and with 68% Tarte one. So that one won by a landslide. I don't even know how much is in here. This came in a Sephora Play box that I bought during the last Sephora sale, but it's so tiny. But I've heard it's pretty good. So let's see. Oh, okay. It's like blue. It smells very summery. Hydrating primer. It smells very summery. It's like a very thin hydrating primer. Ooh, kind of like that. It did feel hydrating, and I feel like it's even maybe like a little bit tacky, which will probably be good for foundation, I'm assuming. And then I had you guys vote on foundation. So we had the Pacifica A Light Clean Foundation versus the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation. I've actually heard really good things about both of these foundations. But with 60%, Pacifica has won. And actually this one, I guess the cap was a little loose and kind of spilled a little since I've bought it, but I have not used it yet. I also had you guys pick a makeup sponge for me to test out. So this was a close one. So we have the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge versus the Tarte Quickie Blending Sponge. And with 53%, super close, e.l.f. won. So I'm gonna go, actually let's take it out first and see how it feels, because I can be pretty picky when it comes to sponges. Oh, it is not firm yet, so that's probably a good sign to begin with. I'll be happy if this is not a flop, because I've tried some floppy sponges lately, but I'm already feeling like positive because it doesn't feel firm, even dry, so that's probably going to be good for us. Let me go wet this. Okay, it got huge, and it's definitely very, very squishy and soft, so I have high hopes. So let's try out this combination. Yeah, you can see like this got loose and got foundation everywhere, but. And this one says it's 100% vegan, cruelty-free, oil-free, anti-shine, and satin finish. Here we go. Oh, and I have the shade Neutral Fair, which probably is not good since I just self-tanned. Oh, this sponge is huge. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, very, very, very fair shade. Oh boy. We're going to bronze a lot today. This sponge is so good. Oh my god. Something really smells like summer. Is it this foundation? Wow, this is huge. It definitely covered quickly because of how large this little butt is here, but I think the actual foundation, minus shade being completely wrong for this time of year, looks good. I need to blend it a little right there. And I feel like it's like a high medium coverage. man, am I gonna have to bronze. Sort of concerned our concealer is going to be too dark, but that's fine. I'm actually gonna put my hair up because I don't want this getting in the way. Okay, now you guys had concealer to pick from. So we had two concealers here. The first is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. And then I also have the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Precision Concealer. And with 59% of the vote, we are going with Clinique. So this was a free sample that I got from Sephora. And the shade is called Moderately Fair. Oh my God, literally opening that box just messed up my nail polish. Like, what is the point? I did my nails like over an hour ago. Like, this is the worst polish ever. Unreal. I literally just opened the box and that happened. I have feelings. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. It's this little tiny sample and it's like a squirt. So I wonder if, so I'm just gonna squirt a little. Okay. It's like definitely darker than the foundation, which is probably gonna be an issue. I will say this sponge is so large, it's kind of hard to get up in there. Actually, it blended out and I feel like it doesn't look as dark as I was expecting, which is good. Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer, Camouflage plus 24-hour wear. I think it did a good job covering it up, so I'll have to see how it wears. But right now I'm going to set my face with some powder. I might use a darker powder, maybe to set it to kind of help with what's going on with the shade match, but then I will be back and we can try a brow product. Okay, let me really quickly go over what I put on. I did add a little MAC paint pot. I set under my eyes with the Dermablend loose setting powder, and then I set the rest of my face with the Aquasurance powder foundation in Ivory, just so that it wasn't a translucent powder and that it was something with a little color, just to make sure we added some color. And then just to melt everything together, because I felt like this was mattifying a little bit, and if I was going to wear a mattifying foundation, I'd usually add my Catrice Dewy Spray just to make it look a little bit more satin. So let's go on to the brow product. Okay, so we did have two to choose from and both came in subscription boxes. So I have the Ico Brow Liner and I also have the Brow Gal, the pencil. And with 66%, the Brow Gal won. So this just came in the Allure Beauty box this month. So we have a spoolie on one end, a sharpenable pencil on the other end, which I haven't had the most luck in my experience with sharpenable pencils, but we're gonna try this out. The shade is medium brown, so hopefully that works. And let's try. I'm actually pretty impressed. This might be the first pencil eyebrow product that I don't absolutely hate. Not sure how I feel about the color. It is a little dark, but I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to add a little of my Anastasia clear brow gel as per usual. And then we can see which eyeshadow palette you guys chose. So we had a big one and a little one. So the first is the ColourPop Main Squeeze palette versus the BH Cosmetics Desert Oasis. These are ones I've very recently purchased. This one was also a very close one, but with 58%, ColourPop won. So let's do this. Okay, so this is the first time I've actually bought one of the 9pan palettes from ColourPop. And I don't know why this is the one that spoke to me the most. I don't know if it was the whole watermelon thing, but I don't wear red eyeshadow a lot, so this is going to be an adventure. I think I'm going to start. Oh, also this, I think this is my first ColourPop palette with a mirror, but I'm going to start with Big Gulp with this Farrah No. 3 brush. I also plan on kind of making this a simple eye look because I don't see myself very often wearing a lot of red. So let's see what I can do with this. because I also know if you're not careful, red eyeshadow can make it look like you have an eye infection. So also not trying to look like that when I go food shopping today. Goals. I'm also going to add a little, I guess this is for Froze for that one. Going to take this SL Miss Glam L50 brush with Seed Money. I'm going to take Red Bottoms on the Farrah 205 brush under the lash line. I'm realizing I didn't add eyeliner. Let me grab an eyeliner. Okay, I popped on this little baby Marc Jacobs black eyeliner in the waterline really quick. Now we're gonna use some Fix Plus. And I'm gonna spray my brush, if I can open it. And I think I'm gonna use the center shade, which is Maraschino, with this Luxie 245 brush. I really don't have luck using brushes for this. I'm just using my finger. And then I want to add a little juicy fruit on top of that. Then I'm going to take this. This is the Morphe M562 brush with red bottoms in the outer corner. Okay, now I'm going to take a completely empty fluffy brush. This is the BH Pro number 5 brush and buff out the edges. I don't know if that's what I would consider a wearable red. I don't think I'm gonna wear this to work, but apparently I'm wearing this food shopping. But I actually do like the way it turned out. I'm gonna have to get used to wearing red now that I bought this. It doesn't have like a highlighting shade, so I think when I get to my highlighting the highlighting portion of my video, I'm just gonna add a little highlight in the inner corner. But other than that, I'm done. Can you hear Scott on the phone? I don't know who he's on the phone with, but he is speaking very loudly. Now I'm going to go add a bronzer, and then I'll show you the blush you guys chose. Okay, so I wound up using like a little just like face powder to just buff out the crease. I'm not used to wearing red eyeshadow, so it's a lot for me. So I don't know how I feel about it yet. For bronzer, I went in with the Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer. Now, you guys had a blush to choose from. So we have the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Cheeky Glow blush and the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Vintage Rouge. This was a landslide with 77% Physicians Formula one. This is the only product from the butter powder line that I haven't tried. I did try to find the newest butter collection from Walmart, but my Walmart definitely does not have it. I liked that it wasn't like a box set and that everything was mini. I felt like that was cool. But I really like the butter bronzer. I do not like the butter highlighters, so we'll see how this works. It smells like a butter bronzer. I will be using the AOA Studio F14 brush, and here we go. Actually, I feel like this is really good color to go with this eye look. Oh, this is such a pretty color. Ooh, I love it. It's like the perfect color, and it went on so well. That's a win. It smells so good. Now I'm gonna go pop on my highlighter, and I said I'm gonna do the inner corners, and then we have a setting spray to try. Okay, so I did go in with the Ofra All of the Lights highlighter right there and on the inner corner. Now we have setting sprays. So first we have the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist in Coconut versus the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And with 57% Milani won. This one I'm questionable about because I've heard good, oh my god, this nail polish. I've heard good things, but I've also seen that it has alcohol in it, so that's not good. I did not buy this. This was a free sample from Ulta. It says hold the bottle 8 to 10 inches away. Zigzag formation. Do not spray directly in the eyes. Yeah, the second ingredient is alcohol, which is really bad for your skin's barrier. Yep, smells alcoholic. Wow, that like drenched my face. Okay, while that sets, I'm gonna pop on some Benefit Roller Lash. And now the lip products. I decided to give you guys glosses to choose from. So I have the High Shine Volumizing Lip Gloss from Hourglass versus the So Juicy Lip Gloss from ColourPop. And with 71% ColourPop won. I thought that one was gonna be a lot closer. So this is called Princess Cut, and this is the clear one. So I feel like I'm going to put a teeny tiny bit of lip liner on. This is the Milani No. 3 lip liner, just because this one definitely does not go with our eye look. It's definitely not the right shade I should have picked. I just want to like give my lips a little bit of color before we go in. I probably shouldn't have picked this shade, but it is what it is. So this is a plumping gloss, it says. It smells minty. This like feels like childhood. This was my childhood, this kind of lip gloss. I can see this if you're someone who doesn't like lip gloss, not liking it, because it's definitely like that thicker kind of feeling lip gloss, but it also feels like very nourishing on my lips right now, which I like. Okay, let's go through everything. I kind of have mixed feelings on most of the stuff on my face, but let's go through it all really quick. So we started with the Tarte Quench Primer. I did like this. I'll keep using it up. Obviously there's not going to be a lot of uses in this little guy, but I'm liking it so far. Next was the Pacifica Foundation. The coverage is definitely good. I feel like I had the most problems getting it to stay on my nose. Like it doesn't feel like my nose is like covered well, but I did feel like it was mattifying more than I would have liked, and that's why I set it with the Catrice spray. I feel like if you have oily skin, this might be a little bit better for you than dry skin. I'm gonna see how it lasts though throughout the day. This e.l.f. sponge is the biggest sponge I've ever used. So it definitely is fast at covering because it covers so much territory, but I found like for like the smaller crevices of the face, it was not as easy to use. But that being said, it's super, super squishy. If you don't like firm sponges, that one is the opposite of firm. The Clinique Concealer. I don't think it's like the most full coverage. I feel like I can still see my dark circles, but it also doesn't seem too drying, which is nice to see. I'm very impressed with how my brows look, especially knowing that I use just like a regular pencil to do it. This is the second product I've tried from the Brow Gal, and I really think she's got something going on. I'd love to see her come into like a more mainstream store like Ulta or Sephora. I think she deserves it. The Main Squeeze palette. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. I feel like it's going to be more of a companion palette for me, and I'm not going to just wear red eye looks all by themselves very often. This butter blush though, I think is one of my favorite products I tried in today's video. I absolutely love it. The Milani Make It Last spray. I don't feel like, even if it is really good at making it last, it says 16-hour wear. I don't really recommend products that have that much alcohol, that high alcohol concentrate in it. It's not good for the skin's barrier. And the So Juicy gloss, I love it. It definitely is that minty tingly feeling. If that bothers you, you are not going to like this. It definitely is thicker, but like my lips look so juicy. Like it feels really good. And I like that I got the clear one because I feel like I can always kind of alter the way my lips look with just like a simple lip liner underneath. And yeah, that is it for the makeup you guys chose for me. Let me know in the comments, have you guys tried these products? How did they work out for you? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!